Okay, let's go live there. Let's get it rolling over here on Instagram and TikTok. What's up, people? What's happening? Welcome again to another episode of the Meathead on the Mic podcast. We are finally back streaming everywhere again. I haven't streamed on Facebook in a while, but everything is back in order so I can stream on Facebook, and everything is cool now. Everything's good. All the issues are solved. So you know what it is. It's Monday. Happy Labor Day for you guys and girls that do celebrate Labor Day. You know what time it is. You know what it is. I can't pronounce your name there on TikTok. I would love to shout you out, but I don't know your fucking name. I can't read that shit. Just shout out to you though. I appreciate you though. Happy Labor Day, people. Happy Labor Day. Today we're gonna be talking about video games and essentially how they got me jacked and how they can also get you jacked too. All right. So his name is Muhammad. So TikTok, shout out to you, Muhammad. Viewing here on TikTok and anybody else that is viewing or listening to this, on any of the platforms, whether it's Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. Feel free to chat. Okay. Feel free to drop questions. Feel free to drop comments as I go along. At the end, if I do have time, I will be able to respond to you guys and girls. And of course, help you out if you've got a question. All right. So, with that said, with that out the way, I want to let you know that as I am recording the podcast, I will not be responding to anybody until the ending. All right. So, with that said, I'll be recording the podcast in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yo, what's good, meatheads? Hope you're having an amazing day, and welcome to another episode of the Meathead on the Mic podcast. It's your returning champion, IFBB PRO Matt Butale, coming at you with another topic. And today, I'll be telling you how video games got me jacked, ironically. All right. All right. So that's the irony. Video games can actually get you jacked. They don't only get you fat, they don't only turn you into soy boys. All right. So we're going to be talking about that today. All right. But I want to remind you, if you're watching this on whatever platform you're watching this on, if it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, or YouTube, hit me up. Give me a sub, give me a follow, whatever you can. Share this out to a friend to show your support. I would really, really appreciate it. All right, so let's break into the meat and potatoes without wasting any time. Video games got me jacked. I know it sounds confusing. It really does sound confusing. I won't lie. It just sounds like oxymoronic, but hear me out. Okay. We really don't know the power of our own minds. Okay. Before I became an entrepreneur, I believed, I'd be working for somebody else for the rest of my life, like my parents. Like, I'll keep it a stack, right? And I stayed working two jobs as a security guard and a club bouncer. So I'd work full time Monday to Friday as a security guard, right? And by the weekend, Friday and Saturday, I would bounce at a club or a couple of clubs, wherever they needed me. And that was sort of like before I became a two-time national champion bodybuilder, professional bodybuilder. I believed, I couldn't achieve those things when I was in that frame of mind, right? I just believed I couldn't achieve it. And because I told myself, at the time, I didn't have the genetics or the potential work ethic required to succeed as a bodybuilder, let alone win two national championships and become professional bodybuilder. You know, I just believed that it was impossible. Like the power of my mind, it wasn't really tapped in. I was sort of living in the matrix. My mind was sort of suppressed, and I wasn't, we'll say, tapping into my full potential. Tapping into what I knew I could actually achieve in my life, right? And it was pretty much based off of my mind and how like my mind was set up, right? Let me just get this over here. Pin that comment there on the Instagram live. So that's how my mind was set up. Before I became an IFBB pro, I believed it wouldn't be possible for me to do it as a natural athlete. I just didn't think it was possible. And I thought that I was naive if I wanted to do that, to turn pro as a natural athlete. It just sounds crazy, right? So I trained less and I strayed further away from my dreams, as you would when you start to lose encouragement, when you start to feel discouraged, you like train less or like whatever it is. If you're discouraged, you don't do the thing as much as you want to anymore, right? I was discouraged from training because I didn't think I'd actually be able to turn into a professional bodybuilder naturally, and it pulled me away. So I was derailed because I didn't believe in myself in that sense. And what I want to tell you guys in this podcast episode today is essentially how I ended up believing in myself, like what I actually had to do in order to believe in myself, and how, in a weird fucking way, video games actually help that. Okay, so video games are actually part of the reason why I believe in myself, and you'll understand why in just a little bit, especially if you play video games. So, how did I, achieve the things that I thought would be impossible? How did I achieve turning pro naturally at 23 to a bodybuilder? How did I achieve becoming an entrepreneur and finally leaving that job, those two jobs, as being a security guard, working for somebody else? How did I leave that? Like, what changed if I didn't believe in myself initially? What changed? Well, I'll tell you how I ended up believing myself. I'll tell you what essentially changed. And what changed essentially was I kind of like tricked myself with this quote unquote XP logic. XP just stands for experience, right? And experience, when I talk about it in this podcast episode, is going to refer to experience points that you get in video games, actually. Okay, so listen up. I remember, I'm gonna walk down memory lane real quickly. I remember being about 14 years old playing a video game called Halo 4. It came out in about 2012, and I was addicted to it. I'll be honest with you. I skipped class for that game. I no life that game. I beat the campaign several times with my buddies, and I spent hours on hours online. I would go to different gas stations and different grocery stores to get these Dorito bags and Gatorade drinks, and take pictures of the back of them because they had these little codes, and these codes were like double XP. XP is experience points that I just mentioned. So I'd be able to get double XP points and apply those double XP points and go online and basically get two times the experience points that I would otherwise initially be able to get if I didn't have those codes or coupons, right? So I was addicted to this game. I wouldn't actually even buy the Doritos or the Gatorade. I would just take pictures of the codes. So honestly, I feel bad for you if you bought those Doritos or if you bought the Gatorade and you thought you were gonna get double XP, because I fucking took that shit. I was addicted to that game, and I'm half sorry. I'm not really that sorry, because if you buy fucking chips and Gatorade or whatever, a monster for double XP, you're a loser. Don't buy that shit. Anyway, so I was addicted to this game called Halo 4. Okay. And I ranked up almost each and every single match I played online, because I had double XP. And I had one goal in mind, which is the real reason why I was going out to get all these coupons or codes or whatever. And that was to reach the max rank online, which was, I believe they called it Spartan rank 130, because you're a Spartan. It's like a Spartan from the future or whatever. We're not going to get into the game. But so SR 130, that's the max rank in the game. And at the time, it seemed impossible to do just because I was just obsessing over the rank number, like starting from rank number one, going all the way to rank number 130. You got to get so many experience points to rank up. I forget the amount, but it increases every single level. And that parallel, you're going to see very shortly, is connected to the lack of belief that I had with, turning pro as a natural bodybuilder as young as I did, and winning those two national titles, right, as young as I did, right? So you're gonna draw a lot of the parallels as I go along the story. Okay, so it seemed impossible to do at the time. It seemed impossible for me to actually reach that level of Spartan rank 130 because I was at Spartan rank level one, right? And it just honestly kind of pissed me off, and I kind of like it deterred me. I kind of like didn't want to play the game. I thought it was fun. I was still addicted to it, but I didn't really want to play it as much when I realized, oh fuck, this is gonna take forever, right? This is gonna take me forever, right? And then instead of like looking at the overall SR 130 rank, I would actually just pay attention to the amount of experience points that I'd be getting per game, right? And just enjoying each and every single game because it was fun. It was playing the game was fun, right? But the only thing that sucked the fun out of it was looking at how far I was from actually reaching that max rank goal. So I remember this time specifically. I was about rank 20 at this time. I ranked up a couple of times, and I was still thinking about going to SR 130, rank 130, whatever you want to call it. And everything changed when I stopped looking at the numbers and I just fucking played. Like I just played. I'm like, you know what? I enjoyed this game. I'm gonna play this game because fuck it. And I stripped myself of like any expectations of how much I would rank up per game, and I just honestly even stopped looking at experience points and just looking at the experience, the enjoyment that I was able to get out of it. And I just put in hours of pure enjoyment for months on months, right? And before I knew it, I was about rank 127. Like a couple months later, maybe 4 or 5 months later, half a school year later. I promise you guys and girls, I was addicted to that game. It was bad. Had me in a headlock. But I was rank 127, and only then, when I was that close to being rank 130, which is the max rank, is when I felt it was actually possible, right? That's when I felt it was actually possible for me to, we'll say, achieve the goal of reaching the max rank. And I didn't even focus getting all the way up until that point. Like everything up until that point was pretty much. I won't lie, just pure enjoyment. I was just showing up. I was just logging in to go online to meet up with my boys and play online and enjoy the game until I reached SR 127. Then I'm like, oh shit, I'm actually right around the corner. I'm 3 ranks away. Okay, guys and girls, I'm 3 ranks away from max ranking. And that's when it felt attainable. And then also, that's when my mind switched. And I started to finally believe that it was possible to do the thing that I thought was once impossible, all by just going there and enjoying it, man. Like over time, yes, it's gonna take time to get anything done, anything worth meaning. But instead of like just focusing on experience points, instead of just focusing on the rank single time I would log in to play the game, I would just sit there and think, okay, well, I know my boys Nathaniel, Karin, and everybody, all my dudes, my little brother, we're all gonna be in the Xbox party and we're all gonna be having a blast. So do I really care? Like I'm just gonna have fun with these guys anyway. And then after a period of time of just sitting there and enjoying the moment, the pure, like honestly, just being there, okay, and enjoying the time spent, that was enough for me. That was enough for me to take myself away from always focusing on perfectionism. That was enough for me to like literally get my mind away from like deterring myself from doing the thing simply because I was focusing too much on the number, on the end goal. Okay. And here's where you're going to see the parallel drawing together. Okay. I finally believed it was possible to do the thing that I thought was impossible once I got close enough after I just repeated it several times. Okay. Just by enjoying it, by being in the moment. Instead of focusing on the outcome for fat loss for you, maybe you want to lose 20, 30, 40 pounds. And you're just like, oh, fuck. Every week, I'm like, oh, it's only 2 pounds, 3 pounds, 2 pounds, 1 pound. I'm losing a week every single week. That's not that bad. If you could just focus on the process and make that enjoyable, then who cares how long it takes? If you actually enjoy it, it's something you're going to do for the rest of your life. And if it's something that you're going to do for the rest of your life and you're already getting results, whether it's 1 pound, whether it's 2 pounds you lose a week, whether it's 5 pounds you lose a week, if you lose something every single week, you're going to be in the green eventually. And that goal will actually come eventually. But you have to make sure you actually enjoy the process. You have to make sure you actually enjoy the process of eating clean, of training as hard as you possibly can, as consistently as you possibly can. Otherwise, it just becomes a dread, and then you keep focusing on the max rank, and then you get deterred, and you're sort of, like, why am I doing this thing? Like, what the fuck's the point? You know what I mean? Like, you're forcing yourself to do something you don't want to do, right? And the guys and girls, this that mindset of focusing on XP points transferred to everything else in my life. Like, I feel sort of like, so if I felt like I was too far from the goal, I just wouldn't look at the goal. I would show up every day and play, but I would make sure that I'm enjoying the process because that's the only way you could just show up and be there and play and just be present. If you don't actually enjoy the process, you're not going to fucking like it. And if you don't like it, you're not going to stick to it. If you don't stick to it for long enough, you're not going to get the results. Does that make sense? Like I lost some games online and I won a shit ton of games too. But I always showed up because I was always gaining experience points. But more importantly, I enjoyed playing the game. And over time, that forged my belief. I knew that if I was able to make something enjoyable for myself, no matter what goal it was, I could actually achieve it. I just have to like it enough. Think of it like feeding a kid veggies or some shit. The kids don't really like to eat veggies, but if you think of like creative ways, fun ways for them to eat it, if you like blend it and make it a soup, and they like soups, you know what I mean? You boil it, you have it with all this other cool broth or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, this is like my favorite soup." They don't even know vegetables are in it, and they're gonna eat that vegetable soup and get healthier because they like it. It's fun for them. It tastes good for them, but they don't know that what they don't like is in it. And the same thing could be like the discipline for you, the discipline of showing up to the gym all the time. You may not like it, but if you make training fun, the discipline is something you don't even think about because it's actually fun. You just want to go. Your day doesn't feel complete unless you go to the gym. Does that make sense? The same thing with eating clean. That feeling of responsibility of you feel good, you feel clean, you feel like on par when you eat healthy and you feel better afterwards. But maybe the process of meal prep is something that deters you from wanting to eat clean because you're like, oh, fuck, it's so long, or I hate cooking for so long. Find different systems that are going to enable you to make meal prep more enjoyable so that you can actually prep your meals and then stay there playing the game, getting the XP points, and eventually winning. Does that make sense? Like, so video games, or at least the mindset behind it for me, ended up being a transferable skill to literally every skill that I've acquired in my life post playing video games, right? It taught me to enjoy the moment because no matter what, if I show up, I'm getting experience points. And if I'm getting experience points, I'm moving in the right direction. All I have to do is make sure that I'm enjoying the process so that I don't stop myself from doing the thing, right? And it's been the same with everything in my life. I'd show up, grind at the gym, gain XP. I'd eat all my meals, gain XP. I'd learn from my business mentors, gain XP, so on and so forth. Like I learned, you actually can't fake believing in yourself. You just have to gain enough XP to get close enough to the max rank. And once you're close enough to the max rank, you won't even have to think about it. You just feel the sensation of being close to the finish line. That's what it is. Like that's how I view self belief. And it's helped me achieve everything that I've earned so far. The pro card, the wins in all the sports I've competed in, the wins that I've got in business, everything. That mindset has helped me achieve everything. And it's going to help me achieve so much more because so long I show up, enjoy the game, and I continue to play and I'm never bored, I'm getting XP points. And the more XP points I'm gaining, the better I am, the more I'm improving. And it's just a never ending circle of greatness. Okay. It's a never ending circle of greatness, right? All you have to do is continue showing up and gaining more experience points by process and enjoy playing the fucking game. You'll hit milestones along rank number 10, rank number 20, rank number 30, rank number. You'll get the milestones. You'll understand how every milestone, once that affects you, once that how much it affects you mentally, and you can see how much closer you're getting to the goal. 1 pound loss, 2 pound loss, 3 pound loss, 10 pounds, 20 pounds loss. Those are milestones. Whether it's a 5 pounds burned, whether it's a quarter inch bigger arms, whether it's an extra $100 in your business, the reflection in the mirror will always show you how close you are to reaching your max rank. But all you've got to do, all your responsibility is to collect XP and enjoy the process instead of doubting your ability to reach max rank in the first place. Enjoy the process, make it fun so you can show up without thinking about the end goal and actually get there by collecting XP and being consistent and being present. Hope that makes sense to you guys and girls. That's it. That's all. If you like this episode, share it out with a friend. I hope I was able to deliver a valuable experience to you guys and girls today. Thank you so much for your precious time and attention. All right. Don't forget to screenshot and share this podcast to your IG story. If you're watching this on Instagram, show support. Let's embrace your inner meathead together. All right. It's been nice chatting. Hope you like what today's topic was about. IFBB PRO Matt Butale signing out. Boom. AJ, I see you, bro. He's like, so you're saying if I get the new COD remastered, I'll get even bigger? Absolutely. If you don't care about ranking up, or if you care about ranking up, but you care more about having fun than ranking up, and you still want to rank up, then yes, if you got the analogy. But absolutely. Um, and when they actually fix fucking Halo Infinite, I don't know if you play Halo, but when they fix Halo Infinite, maybe I'll get bigger too, bro. Who knows? Um, Free Rio says Raw. I appreciate Raw for all the comments. Rio's a rapper. I actually like that guy. I like the way he raps. Harlow, I appreciate the follow. User, I appreciate the rose. I can't read that number, but I don't know why people go on TikTok and don't actually create an account. That's like weird. It's always been beyond me. You know what it is though. Yeah, AJ, definitely. You're gonna mog the entire online server when that new Call of Duty comes out. Darun, what's good? What is up? So YouTube here says Superman Unchained is watching right now, and I will always support you. I appreciate you, Superman Unchained. He says you're a boss, a great athlete, and a military mindset, dude. I fucking appreciate you. Thank you for always showing me support on YouTube. Fucking love you, dog. Much love, people. What's up? TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. I appreciate the fuck out of you guys. Let's see if we got any questions here. I'll hang out for like another 4 minutes. If you got any questions, then we'll roll on. Let's see here. Yeah, see, I don't know how to make this thing really work. This thing, this space thing. Oh, you can add topics too, huh? Interesting. So I guess I'm gonna learn how to use this Twitter space, whatever, talking thing instead of going live there. Let's talk about sports, gaming. Hmm. Any questions, people? If you have any questions, you can ask them now. Because I've already recorded the episode, and after this live stream, it'll be up on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. I'm just figuring out something on Twitter for tomorrow's podcast episode because I want to actually consistently start to push this podcast on Twitter and get those people over there on that platform on it. I've been on Twitter for like 11 or 12 years and I like barely even show my fitness stuff on there. So I decided why not? Why not? Why not? Let's see. All right. What's good, Kirby? Sci-fi. That doesn't make sense. Careers, no outdoors, fashion news, sports. Whatever. Let's see. We'll save those. I guess those are saved topics. Yeah, people. Broski hitting legs today. Probably not actually. I'm gonna be catching up on extra work and taking advantage of this Labor Day, but I'll be, excuse me, still working this Labor Day. So I'm not gonna go to that Bramley gym to hit legs. It's so shit there. I actually hate it there to hit legs. I can hit any other muscle group there, but legs is just mid. Then there's the Mayfield one, which is just small gym. I don't know. I'm not feeling like going to the gym with like those kind of gyms to train legs. It's unfortunate that it's a leg day on Labor Day. Unfortunate. What about you, man? Let's see here how this is just gonna work. Sorry, space. So I didn't do this before. Oh, you can record it too. That's interesting. I guess I'll do that tomorrow. I'll figure that all out tomorrow. Yeah, man. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna hit, Kirby? What's up? Probably gonna hit the Vaughn location. Yeah, this guy's well, it's closer to you than it would be for me, so that makes sense. But yeah, I'm likely not gonna do that. Take it easy today. Going at an extreme deficit. Carved up yesterday, so it would really actually be a good day to hit legs, but nah. Got other more important shit to do right now, just today. And tomorrow we're gonna mock the gym with back, shoulders, and all that. I've been going 6 days a week anyway for the last like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Yeah, for like a month almost, a little bit more than that. So I guess 2 days off this week won't kill me. But yeah, that's it. That's all. I'll be back again tomorrow with another podcast episode. And I'm probably gonna figure out how to use this thing properly on Twitter, the Twitter spaces, because that's pretty interesting. I don't use Twitter much to talk about fitness, which I actually should start doing more because there are people there that need to learn about it. All right. So, you know what it is, people, guys and girls, peace, love, and motherfucking protein. I'll be back again with another episode. We are out. Boom.